Time will begin once the gavel starts.
Is there any further business that should be presented to the chapter at this time?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 3.
I move to take from the table the motion that states, I move that the Decatur MacArthur FFA chapter provides refreshments for all polling place volunteers during our upcoming county election.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we take from the table the motion that reads that the MacArthur FFA chapter provides refreshments for all the polling place volunteers during our upcoming county election. This motion is not debatable, not amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. All those in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Is there any further business?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 1.
I move that the MacArthur FFA chapter host a state legislator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day and with our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that the MacArthur FFA chapter hosts a state legislator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day and with our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
This is a wonderful motion. Not only is it great for our chapter, with our reputation being built even more, it would be awesome to network with our state legislator just to get our foot in the door, and it's relatively inexpensive to hold an event like this. Please join me in passing this motion.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 3.
I think this is a great idea. Not only do we have enough time and money during this time, but we also need more engagement in our FFA chapter. Please join me in voting yes.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 2.
Fellow delegates, this is an absolutely wonderful idea. As we are looking to extend the zoning abilities in not only at our farm, but other farms in the area, it would just be wonderful to get our foot in the door and make relationships with state legislators by hosting them for an event at our Barnyard Day. This is why you should vote yes.
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 5.
fellow delegates, this is an awful idea. Not only would this be too hectic, but we would barely even have time to speak to our state legislator with all of the things that would be going on at this event. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 4.
Fellow delegates, this is a wonderful motion. It'll be a great way to get publicity and an awesome way to get our new freshmen involved, and it's very timely. Please join me in voting yes.
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 2.
I move to amend this motion by striking out legislator and inserting senator.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we amend this motion by striking out legislator and inserting senator, so that the new motion now reads that our FFA chapter hosts a state senator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day and with our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 2.
Fellow delegates, as we already have relationships with other members of our state legislature, meeting with our state senator and inviting him down would just be a way for us to extend that relationship even farther with our state legislature team. This is why you should vote yes.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 5.
Fellow delegates, this is an awful idea. Our state senators are very busy, and there's no reason to have them come down to this activity where they really would have nothing to do. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 4.
Fellow delegates, this is a horrible motion. We already have those strong bonds with our state legislator, and I think it would be really great to have them here. So there's really no point to amend this. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
This is a terrible motion. Seeing that we already are inviting alumni and now trying to get individual people like senators to come to our school, it just creates more and more scheduling errors that could go wrong. Too many pieces to the puzzle does not all add up. Please join me in failing this motion.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 3.
Fellow delegates, I think this is an awful idea. Not only does the senator may not have enough time to do this, but also there's just so much happening already with this event. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
I move to limit debate to 5 minutes per member per motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we limit debate into 5 minutes per member per motion. This motion is not debatable, amendable, and requires a 2/3 majority to pass. Are there any amendments?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 4.
I move to amend by striking out 5 and inserting 3.
Second.
This motion has been amended by striking out 5 minutes and inserting 3 minutes. This motion is not debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Are there any further amendments? Seeing none, we should now proceed to vote. All those in favor of amending this limit debate, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Are there any further amendments to the limit debate? Seeing none, we shall now proceed to vote. All those in favor of limiting debate to 5 minutes per member per motion, please rise. All those opposed, same sign. Motion fails 4-1. Is there any further debate on the amend? Seeing none, we shall now proceed to a vote. All those in favor of amending this motion by striking out legislator and inserting senator, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Division has been called. We shall now proceed to a second vote. All those in favor of amending this motion, please rise. All those opposed, same sign. Motion fails, 4-1. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 5.
I move to divide the question so that the first motion reads that I move that the MHS FFA chapter, MacArthur FFA chapter, host a state legislator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day, and that the second motion reads that I move that the MacArthur FFA chapter host a state legislator at our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we divide this question, with the first question reading that the MHS FFA chapter hosts a state legislator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day, and the second question reading that the MacArthur FFA chapter hosts a state legislator in conjunction with our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting. This motion is not debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Are there any amendments? Seeing none, we should now proceed to a vote. All those in favor of dividing this question, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 5.
I move to refer this motion to a committee of 5 chosen by the chair with full power to act.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we refer this motion to a committee of 5 chosen by the chair with full power to act. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 5.
Fellow delegates, this is a wonderful idea. Given that there's a lot of moving parts to this motion and there's a lot that we need to focus on, referring this to a committee of people selected by our chair would be an amazing idea to get the most informed decisions possible. Please join me in voting yes.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 4.
Fellow delegates, this is a horrible motion. Our officer team is no longer busy as national chapter awards have passed, and they can take care of this stuff. And also, 5 members is just not enough to come to a collective decision with a motion as big as this. Please join me in voting no.
Madam
Madam
Chair.
Delegate number 3.
Fellow delegates, I think this is a great idea. Not only is 5 people the perfect amount of people to decide this, but also this way we could come up with a good schedule and make it in a timely manner. Please join me in voting yes.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 2.
Fellow delegates, this motion is just not good for our chapter. It's simply impossible to find enough members for a committee of this size at this point in time with our chapter engagement. We need to focus on building our engagement first so that we can have committees in the future.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
This is a terrible motion. 5 members is just simply not enough. We need to be more creative with this idea, and 5 people just aren't going to spread enough creative ideas to have this motion really kick off. Not only that, right now our officer team is not very busy with National Chapter Awards, so I'm sure they can put their minds together and get this accomplished. Please join me in failing this motion.
Madam
Madam
Chair, I ask for a question of parliamentary inquiry.
Please state your inquiry.
What vote does this motion need to pass?
This motion requires a majority vote to pass.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 2.
I move to suspend the standing rule that states freshmen cannot serve on a committee.
Second. It's
Second.
been properly moved and seconded that we suspend the standing rule that freshmen cannot serve on a committee. This motion is not debatable, not amendable, and requires a majority rule to pass, as it is a standing rule. All those in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion passes. The standing rule that freshmen cannot serve on a committee is now suspended. Is there any further debate on the refer?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 4.
I move to lay this motion on the table.
Second. It's been properly moved and
I move to
seconded.
withdraw my motion.
Are there any objections from seconders? Seeing none, motion withdrawn. Is there any further debate on the refer?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
I move to amend this motion by striking out 5 and inserting 10.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded that we amend this refer by striking out 5 and inserting 10, so that the new motion now reads that we refer this motion to a committee of 5 chosen to a committee of 10 chosen by the chair with full power to act. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority rule to pass. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 1.
This is an amazing motion. Now that freshmen can serve on committees, and seeing that the rule is suspended, we can get their foot in the door into a leadership position, working in collaboration with our officer team to really develop those leadership skills. Not only that, 10 is a perfect amount of people. They have enough ideas floating and circulating around, and they can even split into groups and really get to work on this motion. Please join me in passing this motion.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 2.
Well, delegates, this simply is just a bad motion. It is extremely unnecessary to put 10 members all together to focus on a motion with such simplicity as this. This is why you should vote no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 5.
Fellow delegates, this is an awful idea. Not only is 2 members too much to be on a committee, but it's too much for our chair to pick in a timely manner. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 3.
I think this is a terrible idea. Not only is 10 people too many people, but also we need to act fast and make a decision right now so we can start planning our event. Please join me in voting no.
Madam Chair.
Delegate number 4.
Fellow delegates, this is a wonderful motion. In the past, our freshmen have not gotten a lot of leadership opportunities, so picking 10 members will give so many freshmen an opportunity to really step up and get to work on this motion. For these reasons, join me in voting yes.
I'll ask you a question of privilege.
Please state your question.
It's quite stuffy in the room. May I take off my FFA jacket?
No, you may not at this time.
Thank you.
Is there any further debate? Seeing no, we should now proceed to a vote. All those in favor of amending this referred to a committee, please say aye.
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Is there any further debate on the refer to a committee? Seeing none, we shall now proceed to a vote. All those in favor of referring this motion to a committee of 5, chosen by the chair with full power to act, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion? Seeing none, we shall now proceed to a vote. All those in favor that the MacArthur FFA chapter host a state legislator at our school in conjunction with our annual Barnyard Day and our annual local FFA alumni kickoff meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there any further business? Division has been called. We should now proceed to a second vote. All those in favor of this motion, please rise. All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Is there any further business?
Madam Chair,
Delegate number 4.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn this meeting. All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Meeting adjourned. Please rise for questioning.
Madam Chair, we'll begin with you. During your session, a member called for a division of assembly. What happens if it was clear that the assembly voted unanimously for a motion? What action would you take?
I think I would still do a recount of the vote just to make sure the entire assembly is completely sure that it was a unanimous decision, and so that, somebody doesn't feel like their voice wasn't heard.
If a ruling you make is appealed, what are the rules of debate for the chairperson?
Could you repeat the question?
If a ruling you make is appealed, what are the rules of debate for the chairperson?
They can only debate about why their opinion should be upheld.
Contestant 1.
Yes, sir.
The subsidiary motion to limit debate requires what vote to pass?
Requires a 2/3 vote.
When is the limit debate considered exhausted?
The limited debate is exhausted if a member of the floor has overstepped their welcome and they went past the time which allotted.
Contestant 2.
Yes, sir.
What vote is required to suspend a standing rule?
A majority vote.
What rules cannot be suspended?
Rules stated in our chapter's bylaws.
Contestant 3. The motion to take from the table may only be made when?
Whenever there is business that is pending.
What are the time limits on when a motion must be taken from the table?
3 months.
Contestant 4. May a member withdraw his question before it is seconded? Explain your answer.
Yes, a member can withdraw their motion before a second, and at that time, it does not need any permission from the floor to be withdrawn.
If you are in the debate of a motion that you proposed and you request that this motion is withdrawn, how is this handled?
The chair will ask for any objections from anyone else on the floor, and if there are none, then it will be withdrawn.
Contestant 5. What is the difference between a standing committee and a special committee?
A standing committee would be a committee that already exists, and a special committee would be one that is formed to discuss a certain thing that we would refer to.
What are the rules of debate in committee meetings?
Could you repeat that one more time?
What are the rules of debate in committee meetings?
The rules of debate in committee meetings, a previous question may not be called, and the debate must stay germane.
Thank you.
Maybe shake your hands on the way out. Is that okay with COVID?